Hello and welcome back to the Power of BI channel. And in this video, this is part of the video series that is covering AI 900 examination concepts. And there are many concepts like AI, machine learning, as well as natural language processing. In this video, we will be going through fundamentals of conversational language understanding. And we will show you how to create applications that understand language with Azure AI language. We also will be discussing about key features and also publishing the natural language machine learning model. Let's get started. So in 1950, the British mathematician Alan Turing devised an imitation game, which has become known as a Turing test. And it is, the hypothesis is that if a dialogue, is natural enough, you might not know whether you're having a conversation with a computer or human. So this basically gives an artificial intelligence indication showing that. This conversation interaction with the application and digital assistants is becoming more and more common, and there are specific scenarios which can result in human-like interaction with AI agent. Um, Common scenarios for these kind of situation include customer support, reservation systems, home automation, etc. And also to realize this overall imitation game computers, um, they just not only be able to accept language as an input, but also be able to interpret and the semantic meaning of the input as well as other words and understand what it is being said so that they can return a more humanly results. So what Azure AI language service support is the conversational language understanding, and you can use the CLU to build language models to interpret meanings of phrases in the conversational settings. Um, you know, the example, if I can quote here, is the to able to turn devices on and off based on speech. So, for example, we just say that turn the light off, and then the action is taken, and then there can be a multiple task involved in the command and control aspect as well. So there are some breakdown of things that describes the conversational language understanding. So this is the first one is called utterance. The utterance, it is an example of something a user might say and which your application must interpret. For example, when you're using home automation system, you can say switch the fan on, turn the light on. The second one is entity, which is an item to which utterance refers. This means that you can refer to fan, light, or any of the device which is the entity. And the intent, the intent is the purpose or the goal that we want to express in the user utterance. For example, for the both previously considered utterance, the intent is to turn the device on. So the intent is turning things, the device and everything on. So a CLU application in this conversation will be defining a model consist of intent and entities, and the utterance are used to train the model to identify most likely what intent and entities will be interacted with and applied with. So if you see the table here, there are multiple intent, the utterances as well, and the entities as well. So in the AI language, Azure AI language services, we have to assign some resources. We can assign an individual resource, which is Azure AI language, or multiple resources to include the Azure AI services. The separation of resources is useful when you want to track resource utilization for Azure AI language. So this means that if you want to separate out, or if you're working on a grand projects that involve conversational as part of the overall project, then you can use Azure AI services. After you're creating a resource, you can use it to train a CLU model. And then to train the model, we have to define entities, we have to define intents in the application, and then do some training that will predict as well as the each intent that is can be used in the predictive model. And so this the Azure AI language helps providing a comprehensive collection of pre-built domain that are predefined intents and entities in the common scenario. You can create your own entities and then you can design, but multiple common scenarios and entities are created by default in Azure AI language, and you can utilize those to customize further. So as mentioned, we will train the model based on our intent and utterances and as well as entities. And after training the model, you can test it by submitting the text and reviewing the predicted intent. And this prediction, when you are satisfied with the result of the testing, you can publish this CLU application to a prediction resource for the consumption. So summarize this video, you can say that we are using conversational language understanding to build model that predicts intents and entities from natural language utterances, and then a client application can then use to train the model in response to a natural language user input. Two main takeaways from this video would be that CLU core concepts, and how to get started with Azure AI language as a feature. So the Language Studio interface allows you to create and manage all the CLU applications in Azure, and then you can utilize it for further human related conversational language. This is it from this part of the video, and I'll be looking into further concepts that will be helpful for AI 900 exam, and then I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to provide me with the feedback, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.